Conditions are now in place for a stock market correction. We've had quite a rally over the last couple of weeks, which has gotten us to extreme levels, which do indicate to us that a pullback, a healthy pullback, is due to start in the near future. Guys, in today's video, we're going to discuss the probabilities of a stock market correction to begin this week. And just before I start, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, then please give it a like, guys. It does help us a lot, so please do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do bring out the latest stock market analysis outlook every single Monday morning. And guys, we smashed it. We completely smashed it this year. We predicted the low back here in March, and we did say back then that we were due for a nice rally, a short squeeze to get us to those levels here, and we are getting very close to them. So do subscribe for more useful analysis. Now guys, looking here at the S&P 500, the daily chart, we've had, as I've mentioned before, we've had quite a rally, okay, from the March bottom here. Back in March, when everyone was panicking about the collapse of the SVB bank, we were actually looking for buying opportunities, and that has played out very nicely. Now guys, we are now exactly where at the highs of 2023. Now this is a very important level, guys. We do have a lot of liquidity that is resting above here. Now very importantly, we need this level here to hold, and I believe, guys, this is the top for now. Perhaps we will go higher, but for now I don't see us going on the S&P 500. I don't see us going above 4,200. I think this is the top for now, and we are going back to test some of those lows here at the beginning of March as a minimum. We do have a lot of liquidity resting, to below quite a few levels here, so I do see us going a lot lower. Now guys, just before I go into a more deep analysis here, just wanted to go through the earnings for the week, guys. As you guys are aware, this week, okay, or from last week, we've entered earnings season. Very important, guys. This is going to be one of the most important earnings season ever. Okay, we have high interest, going close to 5% now. We have high inflation, which do put a lot of pressure on companies on their profits as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they've performed over the last 3 months. Now guys, we had quite a few banks reporting last week, and they've smashed it. Everyone thought that the banks were suffering a lot. What happened? Well, the Fed intervened. They pumped a lot of money in the stock market, hence we had the rally, guys. That's what we had, that rally. They did a bit of QE, quantitative easing, and guess what? We had the rally, and guess what? The banks have smashed it. Surprisingly not, is it? Okay, now what about this week? Now we do have some important companies reporting this week. Now guys, first of all, I want to get your attention to Charles Schwab here. Okay, this is a bank. Now they are not doing very well. Okay, they are predicting that this may be the one that may break next. So this may have already passed by the time you watch the video, but Monday before the open, watch the results here. It's going to be very interesting here. Now in terms of this week, guys, we have Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. They're reporting on Tuesday just before the open. Then we have Netflix on Tuesday after the close, very important to watch. And then we have Tesla reporting on Wednesday after the close, and that's pretty much the most important companies to be watching for the week, guys. Now let's go back into some technical analysis here, and guys, we've showed you this before. We're talking about, this is the Apple chart, the daily Apple chart, and we discussed this previously, that guys, we had the inverse head and shoulders here, and we're looking at this trend line here. And guys, in previous videos we did discuss that the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, they had quite a rally this year, and they've been led by the financials, the big tech companies. We've had the Apple, Microsoft, Google, those are the ones, Nvidia, those are the companies, guys, that have been pretty much, going up higher, and because of them, okay, they've pulled up the whole S&P 5, the whole stock market in general. So it's not like in 2023 we've been going higher because we had the majority of companies going higher. No, that is not the case, guys. We had about 10 companies at max that have been leading the stock market higher, and this is worrying because what happens after those companies, after they pull back, because we are seeing here on Apple, they are due for a pullback. Now this is going to cause a real correction in the stock market, and this is what we are going to look at for the probabilities of starting this week, guys. Okay, now Apple is at a critical point here, and if it's not able to break this trend line here, guys, this is we may see a lot of weakness. So monitor the Apple chart on the daily, because if this is not able to break above, guys, break and hold above. It's not just about breaking, but it's about breaking and having some continuation there. If this is not able to do so, then I predict more downside here for Apple, and this will most probably cause the indices, the major indices, to break lower, guys. So it's going to be a very, very important level. Now going back to the S&P 500 here. Now the S&P 500 is at a critical level, guys. We've had, as I mentioned before, we had a nice rally. We are now in this daily IC with having some liquidity that's resting above. Now guys, I don't see a lot of upside from here. We are getting to close to extreme greed. I don't see a lot of upside from here. This is not a point where you want to long the market. We want to go long the market. So be very careful here. Now there's two things that I'm looking at, guys. On the 4 hours here, we have some very nice liquidity, okay, that is resting above here, guys, which is right at 4,200. Now if we do see more upside, this will be the top most probably, guys. Okay, and this is right where the upper expected move is for the week. So if we do see an upside, okay, a rally at some point this week into this level, now this is where I'll be looking for shorting opportunities. And guys, right at that level there, right above it, we have that gap that I've been talking about for so long. So if we do make it up here, guys, I will expect this gap here to act as resistance, and I'll be looking for ways for either a break of structure to go short at that level. Now guys, also monitor if that 4 hour liquidity gets grabbed there, guys. Okay, if this is grabbed here, monitor to see what actually happens once that is grabbed. Is it going to grab the liquidity and then have a sharp move lower? Because if that is the case, guys, then that indicates to you that there was just a liquidity hunt, and that's it, we're going lower. Now where can we potentially go lower, guys? There's some very important levels that I'm watching here. First of all is this level here. Look how clean this liquidity it is. It's right here, right at 4112 or so. So as take profit level, take some profits here. Okay, and then guys, look at this level as well, very clean. And if you do look at it, okay, there's so much liquidity resting below this level here. Now this is where the lower expected move is for the week. So if we do have a sharp move lower or a move lower, okay, throughout this week, clearing this liquidity zone, then I'll be looking at this liquidity zone to be grabbed, and ultimately this liquidity zone to be grabbed. And once this is grabbed, guys, then I'll be looking for short-term long opportunities at this level here, guys. Okay, it's not this is not the place where you want to go short at when price is below the lower expected move for the week. So if we do make it lower, guys, okay, then those will be some levels to take profits at. As I've mentioned to you, I don't see a lot of upside from here. So shorting opportunities will be the norm this week, as long as the setups are there for you to take. Next, guys, we get the UK 100, and guys, how nice this played out. We've talked about this for so long. We did catch the move right here, right at the daily IC, on the daily time frame, and we did discuss the possibility of this going all the way up to this daily IC. Now, guys, look at this. We are so extended here, especially on slightly smaller time frames. Look at the 8-hour time frame. We're getting way into close to being into overbought territory here, okay, which does suggest that a pullback is imminent here, okay. Even on the 4-hour time frame, guys, look at this, going higher with negative divergences. So I don't see more upside from here, okay. This can, and this has been going up higher, and guys, remember that saying, they take the stairs up and then they take the elevator down. So think about this. If they take the elevator down, this is going to go down quite fast. So be careful on that, okay. Don't try to go long here, guys. We are so overextended, and I do see us pulling back lower. Where do we expect that to happen? Guys, there's plenty of liquidity sitting below those levels here at around 7,620 or so. So I do, this will be a nice level to take profits at, okay. Then even here as well, okay. So we have this daily IC and this daily IC here. So look at those levels to take some profits, and then we have to monitor and analyze to see what price does at those levels. Does it go through those levels, or do they consolidate here for them to go higher? Okay, so we'll have to monitor that when price gets there. But as mentioned before, guys, I don't see a lot more upside from here. We need to see some sort of correction before moving higher, which can't just go up in a straight line. That is not the way it works, okay. And if it does do that, okay, that is not very sustainable, and it can break down at any point. Next, we get the DAX, and here, guys, it is right where we've predicted for so long. It is finally here, where at the weekly IC, right in here, guys, okay. How did it made it up there? Is made it up there with negative divergences. Negative divergences on where? On the weekly chart, guys. This is very powerful, okay. So it's going higher with low momentum, okay, which does suggest to us that this move is not the real move, and it can break down at any point. Now we do have some more liquidity resting above this area, which is just above 60,080. So I can see us going to clear the liquidity, okay, and that will be the last move, okay, before we pull back lower. And if we do pull back lower, guys, looking here at the even back at the daily here, there's a clean liquidity level sitting right here at 15,516. So this will be the first level to take profits out if you are looking to short anywhere in this area here, guys. This is very clean, and I can see us going to clear that liquidity. The ultimate target, where I would like it to get to, it will be this daily IC here, but that's more of a long-term trade there, guys. Okay, I do have this trend line here, okay, and it's looking like it wants to break it lower. So if this breaks below, then, as I've mentioned before, this will be the first level to take profits at, and then we'll have to monitor to see what price wants to do at that point. I can certainly see us going a lot lower than that, okay, but this will be the first level to look to take some profits out. Next, we get the Dow Jones, the US 30, and guys, this is right at the daily IC here. We've cleared the liquidity that was resting above this area here, and we are now consolidating within this daily IC. Now, guys, as with the other indices, I don't see a lot more upside from here. Now, if we do go up higher, we have some liquidity that is resting above this level here, and I don't see us going up higher than where my alert is, which is at 34 440. Okay, I don't see us going up higher than that, guys. Here where price is currently at now, okay, we are looking for some shorting opportunities. Now guys, going back to the daily here for a second, we have plenty of liquidity resting below this level here. So as a move, as the first take profit target, this level here sitting below 33,310, okay, that would be a nice take profit one at least, okay, when we get below here. This is very clean here, and I can see us going very quickly there, either at some point this week or in the very near term for sure. Now just looking at this, guys, we are going up higher with what? With negative divergences. Okay, so there's this low conviction, low momentum in this move up higher. So I can see us, okay, going lower from here. Okay, we may clear the liquidity and go up to my alert, but that should be it. I don't see us going up higher than that. Okay, so look at some shorting opportunities, okay, on here at some point this week, guys. Now just to mention, we don't have a lot of economic news this week, and because of that, the technical analysis should be very, very important this week. Okay, we only have earnings but not major economic releases. Okay, next we get the US 100, and guys, just wanted to show you how this played out. I mean, the US 100 and NASDAQ has been the outperforming index of the year so far. Why? Because of the tech companies, Apple, Microsoft, Google. They've smashed it this year, guys. They have actually, as I mentioned before, they pulled up, they took the whole stock market with them. Once they start pulling back, well, that's when the real fun starts, eh? And as we've mentioned with Apple and all the other ones, they are due for a pullback, so we may have quite a move down once they start happening. Okay, now guys, here just wanted to show you what happened last week, because last week we had a very nice move. We had this liquidity zone here, and I was targeting that for the whole week. We were just saying, listen, I'm sure it's going to get there. Okay, and what happened? It got here, it cleared that liquidity. Once it got here, started consolidating just below that, and then massive move higher to clear the liquidity that was resting above that level. That was that was a crazy move, guys, and I caught both this here and this one here as well. Now guys, we do have some very nice clean liquidity resting above here, which is right at 13,224. So watch that level, watch to see if that level gets taken out at any point this week, and if it does, guys, then I will look to see what price wants to do. Then if we see some sort of consolidation at that point, then I can see us moving lower from there. Going back to the daily chart here, guys, we are extended, and I'm looking at this. Go back to the 4 hours here. Yeah, I'm targeting this area here as a take profit. Can you see how clean that is, guys? Okay, this level here, it is very clean, and I can see a move lower to take the liquidity resting below this level here, which is at 12,500 or so. Okay, so that would be a nice take profit level, guys. Okay, watch that for the week. Okay, again, as I've mentioned before, I don't see a lot of upside. Now guys, just to reiterate this point here, when we talk about a stock market correction, I'm not just saying the stock market will just go down in a straight line. Okay, if we do start to see a correction, then we'll just monitor to see what the price does, and we'll also look at the fundamental analysis just to understand where, as it stands now. We'll look at earnings, we'll look at interest rates. The next Fed meeting is coming up shortly as well. Okay, so watch that. Watch the big companies, Apple, Microsoft, Google. Watch their profits. If those companies, they're starting to get a hit, and think about the smaller companies. Okay, so they will dictate whether the stock market is going higher or lower based on those. But as it stands, the fundamentals are not improving, guys. They're actually getting worse, and the charts here are getting extended. There's a lot of FOMO out there in the market, so be very, very careful if you are looking to go long this market at those levels here. And one thing to look at, very importantly, guys, is the VIX. Now, guys, the VIX has closed. This is big here, guys. The VIX has closed. We had a daily close at 17. We haven't had a daily close at 17 since January of 2022. What happened straight after that? Massive correction in the stock market, but more than that, look at this. The VIX spiked to 35 from that, guys. This is huge. This is huge. So the volatility is very, very it's very low at this point. You don't want to go long. You don't want to go long the market when the volatility it's at those levels, guys. You're looking to go long where it's close to extremes, being 30, 35 or above that, but not at those levels, guys. Watch this. I would watch this. I would watch to see a move above 20 and a continuation to 25 and above that. If that happens, guys, that's going to cause a lot of trouble for the S&P 500 and for the other indices as well. Next thing to watch, guys, is the dollar. Now the dollar is forming a potential double bottom here, but more than that, guys, okay, it's taken the liquidity resting below this level, okay, and it's just looking, okay, it's having some positive divergences, lower low. This is not following here as well, and the dollar is just taken a hit for the last couple of weeks, which has allowed the S&P 500 to rally. Now that has also happened because of the liquidity that was injected because of the problems with the banks, and has devalued the dollar. Now everyone is talking about the dollar taking a hit. The dollar, that's it. That was the dollar gone. It's gonna lose its place as one of the most valuable currencies in the world. That's not gonna happen, guys. Okay, this is not going to happen. The dollar, I'm predicting a move from here, from where the price is, to clear the liquidity resting above here. So I'm predicting a move all the way back to 106 in the next couple of weeks. So watch that. Watch to see if we take out this level, very importantly, because if we do, then I can see us going higher from there. Okay, very important. Obviously, if we do break down from here, okay, which is also a possibility as well, then I'm looking at this daily IC sitting at around 98.3 as a potential bottom for it, and then before the next move up higher. But as it stands, guys, here I do see a potential move up higher from where it is. Gold. What do you know about this? Okay, we've completely smashed this, guys, and if you don't believe us, go back and watch the previous videos. I've been talking about this level for the last couple of months. This 4 hour IC, watch this. What happened? Price got to it and had a pullback straight from there. Got to it and then a nice pullback from it. Now, how did it get to it? We got to it, guys, with a lot of negative divergences. We're getting close to over both levels here. So there were so many things, okay, that just said short me. And if you didn't watch our videos, obviously, then you've missed this opportunity. But this was a great opportunity, guys. Now, what are we seeing here? Looking at the 8 hours time frame here, we are seeing the gold making higher highs and higher lows, which is very bullish. So I'll be looking for price to close below this level, okay, then a pullback back to one IC, and therefore more downside potential, especially, guys, if we start seeing the dollar going higher here. What do we target? Well, guys, there's so much liquidity resting below this level here, okay, below 1934. So I'll be looking for price to come back into this daily IC for more potential upside. High interest rates and uncertainty, okay, investors will put a lot of money into safe havens, gold. So I can see more upside for gold this year. Not now. I'm looking for more downside, but this year I certainly, especially that we've left this high here, guys, very clean. Then I can see us, okay, going up to clean that after we have a healthy pullback here. Next, guys, I want to show you JPY USD here. Okay, if the dollar, guys, if the dollar moves up, okay, if the dollar moves up higher, then JPY USD will take a move lower. Watch this trend line here. It's going to be very interesting. See if we break this, come back and retest perhaps, and then we move lower to this daily IC here, where we can potentially take a long from in the near future. Lastly, guys, let's talk about Bitcoin here. Now, guys, with Bitcoin, again, I've been talking about this level, this 30,000 level for so long, this daily IC. I've been talking about it for the last couple of months. This was the ultimate target for price to get to before going lower. So now I can see us moving lower from here. Lower to where? Guys, firstly, the first initial target would be the liquidity resting below this level here. This is below 26,550. So we need to see what price does after it's taken the liquidity. Does it want to go to this daily IC, consolidate, and then move higher, or is it going to go all the way down to take the liquidity resting below here? I'm hearing a lot of FOMO going back into Bitcoin, which does suggest to me that the pullback is a healthy pullback is also due in crypto as well, guys. So be careful, don't try to go long here. This was a consolidation, a move higher to suck in more people before going down lower, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, if we do go up higher and break above this level here, then we can certainly, guys, okay, go up to 48k to clear that liquidity there, guys. But this level here is crucial. Previous support turns into resistance as well. So at this level is just crucial here, okay. And I do see us taking a move lower before going higher, perhaps towards the end of the year. Guys, this is all from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you do enjoy today's video, then don't forget to like it. If you do enjoy our strategies and want to learn more about the strategies that we use, you can head over to our website, mcitradingacademy.co.uk, where you can find out more about the strategies that we use, and also you can also join our free trading community. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope you have a great trading week.